Daughter, no. And you? No, 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 I said immediately. I swear I just found out. Mom, she takes her eyes off me to look at her mother. What are you hiding from me about my father? Seeing the lady feeling nervous and bad about the question, I asked her to leave us alone, but Bianca refuses to let her leave, so I told her to listen to me before she gets angrier. Her mother leaving my office, Bianca started to cry as she mumbles that she would never forgive herself, so I suggested her not to say words that she would take back later, since after all, it was not her mother's fault, she only did what was best for her, to get away from the blood family who, like our family, are known for being greedy and arrogant. You should be on my side. I'm your wife. Your mother has cancer. She was puzzled when I interrupted her with what I said. Stacy was calling you from the door, but you were asleep, so I got it. She said she backed out of telling you, so she told me so I could tell you when she died. Mom, she covers her mouth while her eyes flood with tears. We must help her. I'll take care of that, but you must talk to her. Eros, tell me, who is my father? It's not my place. It makes me think when she says that her mother told me so that I would tell her. Well, do you remember the client who was here when you gave birth? Ads by Pub Future. I think so. He said his name was Lucio. She stares at me and her face changes to a puzzled expression. As it, him? I nod. So, you mean he didn't leave me? Theoretically, he mumbled while analyzing the situation, but he doesn't know you exist either. Why? Ibian sigh. Eros explained to me what my mom had told him, and how things turned out. He loved her, but my father's family refused to let them be together, so they took him out of the country without her knowing. Practically it was like this. I had to talk to her to talk about it. After looking for her all over the house, one of the maids told me that she had been seen at the pool. Seeing her at the edge of the pool, I sat down next to her and dipped my feet in the water. You were just a teenager when you asked me about your father. I knew that if I told you who he was, you would run to look for him, but I didn't want you to suffer. His family would have looked down on you and humiliated you. That's why I preferred to lie to you rather than let that happen. As always, you worrying about me and not you. You've always been my priority, darling, and you will be until my last breath. Don't say that. My lips tremble as I speak. I wouldn't know how to live my life without your advice and reprimands. We'll find a way. You'll get better and you'll see Isabel grow up. You'll see. That's what I love most about your daughter, always optimistic in any situation. Just like your father, you even inherited his mood swings and his eyes. Now I understand why she never fell in love again. She thought she should fall in love because she would have less of his attention, but now I understand that she didn't want to be with anyone else because her heart had no room for anyone else. I reminded her of my father. Ads by Pub Future. Did you love him very much? Too much love. But his family didn't care about my love. They thought I was in love with their money. They wouldn't even let me say goodbye to him. He sighs sadly. I thought he would never forget me, but when I saw him that day, he didn't even recognize me. He forgot me as if it was something unimportant. Don't say that. You are very important, someone no one could easily forget. He hugs me and kisses my forehead, and changes the subject by asking me if Isabel was awake to be with her. The next day, I couldn't stand my restlessness. I wanted to see my father and know why he forgot my mother. I will not tell him that I am his daughter, not before knowing what happened when he left and left her without saying goodbye. For that reason, I called him in a coffee shop where, of course, I know the owner perfectly well. Bianca, hello. He greets me with a friendly smile. You look radiant. It seems that pregnancy has been good for you. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Yes, by the way, thanks for the clip, Isabel loved it. Good to know, it's of the best quality. I had to find a way to make the subject flow normally without raising suspicions, so I started by telling her that we should someday get our families together for lunch, and that's when she told me she couldn't since she never got married. Are you serious? I questioned, but how is that possible, someone like you without a wife? It's better this way. Not all of us are as lucky as Eros, to find love with a girl like you. Hey please, it's impossible. Surely you have children or someone in love with you. I don't have children, but I do have women who say they love me madly, but I know very well they don't. They all just want power and social status. Even the only one who I thought loved me for who I am, turned out to be one more on the list of gold diggers. But it's a thing of the past that doesn't matter. I love love stories. But this isn't one of the ones with a happy ending. I ask why he said that and he tries to change the subject, but I insist without him suspecting my interest in the subject. She was a beautiful girl. I met her in the fall when I was working at the cinema. I felt it was love at first sight. I asked her out and she accepted. With time I felt she was the one I wanted to be by her side always, until I introduced her to my parents. Of course they said she was an opportunist who wanted our money and to be rich. But I believed she was different and I defended her, until my parents showed me a receipt for an extremely strong amount, a check they made to her to get her to stay away from me, and she accepted. Realizing my mistake, I wanted to reclaim her, but seeing her face again would hurt me more for her betrayal, so I obeyed my parents and left the country. Since then I have remained alone. Of course I have had fun, but nothing but adventures and pleasure, and your parents were not angry about your decision to marry. Of course they did. They wanted me to marry the woman they thought was right for me and have children, but after years of bachelorhood, I preferred to have my life and my space. They were upset to the point of cutting me out of their lives forever. They were upset about her decision not to have a family. Actually, they were angry because I had a vasectomy. She is surprised. Now I understand why he is alone and why he forgot my mother. He thinks he sold himself for pennies. They tricked him into leaving my mother in a bad position with him. But life has been better than you can imagine. Mr. Lucio, can I ask you a question? He answers yes, and he never stopped to think that his parents could have cheated him. No, everything was registered. In the bank a withdrawal was made in her name, Maria Spencer. She was just another opportunist my parents took off my hands. Bianca, get a grip. But if she was innocent. Dear Bianca, I'm a man and at that age I didn't even know how to recognize a woman of that ilk, until I met her. Enough, enough, enough. I won't let you talk about my mother that way. I don't care if you are my father, but I won't let you denigrate her in such a vile way. Hold on, what did you just say? Fuck, I had screwed up and let myself be carried away by my impulses. Not knowing what to say, I grabbed my bag and ran out of there. I could hear him yelling my name for me to stop, but I kept running faster until I got in the car and yelled to the driver to hurry. Suddenly Mr. Lucio hits the window of the sail and Rupert accelerates until I could only see Lucia's figure getting smaller. Are you all right, Mrs. Bianca? I'm fine. Did that guy do something to you? Who was he to denounce him? It was my father. And I think I just made a mistake. Ads by Pub Future. When I got home my mother was walking Isabel in the stroller. When she got out of the car she paled when she saw that another car had entered the residence. I ran to my mother so that she could enter the house with the girl. Daughter, what's going on? I'll tell you later. Eros comes downstairs and hangs up when he sees me. He asks me how my appointment with the doctor went, but when he sees Lucio come in he gets upset. What the hell do you think you are doing, Mr. Lucio? Your wife and I have a pending conversation. Bianca, what have you done? Eros asks crestfallen, but I answer him that I would tell him later but that he would help me. I don't know what happened but nothing. Right now you are going to tell me the truth. Did that woman send you to me? How much did she pay you? Tell me the truth and I'll double it. What kind of woman do you think my wife is? Said Eros in annoyance. You'd better get out of my home. I'm not leaving here until she and I talk. If you have nothing to fear, of course. I have nothing to fear, I said, annoyed by his mocking tone. I'm not as cowardly as you are. Cowardly me? She laughs. This is unbelievable, a woman calling me a coward. You know what? I thought she was different, but now I think she's just like all of them, an opportunist like. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Suddenly my mother came out and shushed him with a punch that made her wince in pain for a few moments. I will not allow you to express yourself that way about our daughter. Mr. Lucio stands up while he looks at my mother with surprise. He says her name in a whisper and he was so impressed when he saw her that he did not realize that he broke her nose. My mother had tears in her eyes. You bastard, you made me suffer when you didn't even call. Why would I call you after what you did to me? What? Mom said confused. Mom, his parents cheated him. They showed him a check and transaction reports in your name. He thinks you took money to leave him. My mom is confused to see him and laughs at him, saying that she doesn't believe he was so naive to believe she would do something like that. Ads by Pub Future. Stop fooling others. My mom slaps him this time. Listen to this, Lucio. I would never, ever accept such money. He is stunned by her answer and says he doesn't believe her. You know what? I don't care if you believe me, I don't care. Yes, of course, surely you want something from me. My mom laughs, making us feel uncomfortable since this conversation or discussion should be just the two of them. Don't be stupid, Lucio, she points at me. Look at her, she is a woman, a worthy woman who married a man who is not like you. I raised her alone, without the support of my parents and without your support. Day and night without rest I worked tirelessly to give her a future, to make her own decisions. Why would she want something from you now? Mister. Lucio says nothing and only looks at me. How am I sure she is mine? Daughter. How old are you? Minus 20 years old. You're good with numbers, aren't you? You're good with numbers, aren't you? It'll be easy for you to fit it all in. No. It's impossible, you never told me anything. I found out I was after I heard you had left the country. I waited for you to call me, but you never did, so I came to the conclusion that you didn't care about me. And now, I feel proud because I made the best decision of my life, because even though you abandoned me, my daughter, she never did. Maria wait. DEROSI. Bianca's mother left the house and Bianca followed her. Lucio followed both of them but stayed hidden, stabbing them. En serio, dude, the lo que dijo. I don't want to see you like this, Mom, please, don't cry. Oh, it makes me angry. I can't believe I was such an idiot to believe that I would take money to leave him. I loved him so much that I was still thinking about him. Bianca hugs her and tells her that it doesn't matter at all, that she shouldn't cry. He was an idiot for not having trusted her enough in her love for him, but that she would always trust her, because she has been the best mother in the world and that she was proud to be his daughter. Do you still doubt it, Mr. Lucio? What do you want me to do? I can't process that I have a daughter, and even more that all this time I believed the lie that my parents gave me about Maria. I really wanted to know what had happened with the two of them. My mother didn't come home after the argument we had with Mr. Lucio. Eros tried to communicate with Lucio, but he doesn't seem to want to answer my husband's calls either. I was worried about Mom, so I decided that I would give her a visit to our old home. Where is my beautiful wife planning to go? Eros kisses me when he comes out of the bathroom. Are you not going to invite me? No, I give him a chaste kiss goodbye because someone has to stay with our daughter. Remember, Stacy is on vacation and Lupe wanted to spend more time with her daughter. It was sad that Lupe quit, although I can be sure that was just an excuse for her daughter not to come back to this house, since it had become such a nuisance that she used her mother to step foot in this house. All the times she has come supposedly to visit her mother, she never paid attention to him and instead kept hanging around the house and too close to Eros, but he always kept her away from him and our daughter. That is why Mrs. Lupe said she would better go back to the mansion on the island. I won't be long, I just want to see how Mom is doing. Be careful. Rupert would accompany me in a less conspicuous car. It was not a delay to arrive at my old house. I was surprised that the gate was open, so I entered with stealth to be cautious. It is strange that there is so much silence. I stopped when I heard my mother talking to someone in the garden. You should have looked for me, Maria, you realize. I lost 20 years of my daughter's life. I don't know anything about her, other than she is married and has a daughter. God, that means I'm grandfather. Welcome to the Grandparents Club. Besides, it's not my fault. If you had trusted me, this would never have happened, but you preferred to believe in what your parents told you about me. Anyway, there's no point in talking about it anymore. Go to the point. What are you doing here? Ads by Pub Future. It's not obvious. I want to make up for lost time. Listen, Bianca has always made her own decisions, so yeah, I guess it's going to be weird. Smile nervously. She's just like you know. What are you talking about? Said Mom unimportantly. Beautiful, understanding and somewhat protective of the ones she loves. It's something we women have by instinct. Besides, although I never told her that, but she's more like you than me. She's too stubborn, obstinate when she gets angry. She can hurt anyone with her words. I even think she already shows the arrogance that you have. I couldn't help laughing while a tear escaped me. Lucio also thought it was funny what she said and added that she never changed. She still has that sense of humor that characterizes her. What about us? There is no us. Mom said if you want to win Bianca's love, I don't mind. I think she will need it in the future. What do you mean by that? Don't listen to me. The fact is that there is no us anymore, so don't waste your time with me. Love is a thing of the past for me. The only thing that matters to me is to see my daughter and granddaughter grow up. My heart starts to break because it's not true. I can see it in his eyes that he's lying. He doesn't want to tell her the truth, and it's unfair because she spent her whole life alone taking care of me. She deserves to be happy and have someone take care of her. It's not fair to do this to her. Ads by Pub Future. Don't you love me? My mother seemed uneasy. No, I couldn't stand her hurting herself anymore. Stop lying, Mom. She looks at me telling me to stay out of it, but I wasn't going to obey her. We know what really happened. I know you well and I know that you still don't stop loving Lucio. Lucio greets me, but I interrupt him. My mom is sick. She says she's going to die. What? He turns pale. Is that true, Momio? My mother looks into his eyes. A couple of tears fall as she lowers her face and nods. He hugs her, bewildered because he didn't expect this. She looks at me and asks me why I did it. She didn't want to die, feeling the guilt that she didn't have one more chance in love when she had already given up on it. Listen to me. You are not going to die. Mr. Lucio takes my mother by the hand and takes her out of the house. She struggles, but he ignores her and tells her that right now they would go to the best hospital so they could give her a diagnosis and have a better chance of survival. I ran to the car where I arrived and told Rupert to follow him. On the way I called Eros that I would go to the Central Park Hospital for Mom. After hours of evaluation, the doctor told Mom that it wasn't time for her to have chemotherapy. My mom was puzzled as the doctor at the hospital she goes to recurrently told her that she only had a short time to live. I don't know what kind of quack that is, but here you can see the results. In the meantime, we can start making appointments and see if surgery is likely. I hugged my mom because I knew she couldn't go away and leave me alone when our family was growing. I wanted her to enjoy the new opportunity we have in living a different life. But right now I would see to it that that doctor who cheated her would pay for what he did. He cheated her by making her believe that she was going to die. If that happened, the cancer would become deadly and she would really die. Daughter. The hospital was an hour away from where we were. Without permission, I entered the doctor's office. Apparently he had a patient who was very sick at first sight. Hello doctor, I think you and I have a lot to talk about. Who are you? Doc, don't tell me you don't remember me. My driver kindly takes the patient out. He closes the door so we have more privacy. You see, Doc, my mother came here, and apparently, she gave her a discouraging diagnosis. Oh, talk about Mrs. Maria. Yes, it's a shame what's happening to her. Well, Doc, the thing is, a very important man for her, that is, my father, he smiled, didn't accept the diagnosis and took her to Central Park, and there they told us that there is a chance to save her, really. Which means, he's either a charlatan who doesn't know what he's doing, although I doubt he does, or he sold out for a few dollars. He starts to say that he wouldn't let him denigrate his position as a doctor, and even less for a filthy woman who can't afford to pay for a few measly pills. You know, I wish you hadn't said that about my mother. Mother. Ah, yes, I forgot to mention it, didn't I? She is my mother and you just called her a filthy woman. And that I will not tolerate. It's time to go, Rupert. Yes, Mrs. Ainsworth. Mrs. Ainsworth, he repeats nervously. Please wait. He stops me before I leave his office. Mrs. Ainsworth, please, can we talk? I swear I'll tell you anything you want to hear. I flash a victorious smile. Indeed, the title of Mrs. Ainsworth is known far and wide. He looks nervous as he looks at me. He apologizes for what he is about to tell me, and that if he did it was because the person who blackmailed him used his son to give my mother that diagnosis. So I told him I wanted more details of what happened and who had given him that order. My anger increased when he told me that a man was talking to two women on his cell phone when he came to see him to make sure he did his part, but I felt there was something else going on, so I ordered him to let it go before I lost my patience. A woman no more elegant and beautiful than you, of course. Flattery doesn't do you any good with me, doctor. Ads by Pub Future. Yes, excuse me. I was telling you that she came to see me. He said that he had paid him so that my mother would not receive more pills for her depression and he accepted. He wanted that name and he nervously says Melissa, leaving me bewildered, still unable to react. I stand up, I took the cell phone to feel it vibrate. It was my mother, says she was at my house and that Eros X was there making it explode. I left the hospital ordering my driver to hurry to get home as fast as possible. That witch was in my house and I was not going to tolerate it. She was capable of going to such low lengths to destroy me, but no one messes with my mother, because she will mess with me. I had to make sure everything didn't get out of hand, so I made a call to the agent who answered in 5 seconds. Bianca. Not now, my friend. I was in a hurry, so I demanded to know where the hell that witch was. When I heard she was with my daughter, I got even more upset. That witch with my daughter. When I saw her, I did not hold back and pushed her away from the stroller, causing her to fall into the pool. I tell my friend to take my daughter and she does it without thinking. Eros appears and seeing what is happening almost asks what is going on, but seeing that I do not pay attention, my mother tells him to stay out of it. What the hell do you think you are doing in my house and with my daughter? Are you out of your mind? I told you I was crazy and you never believed me. I slap him. Who are you calling crazy? You thought you could mess with me, didn't you? Engrave it in your head. Eros is my husband, Isabel is my daughter and his daughter. Ads by Pub Future. I can't believe it, he said mockingly. Now you think I want to take your family away from you. Actually, I didn't say anything, but you did, bribing a doctor not to give medicine to my mother. What would the others think if they knew your secret? You're crazy, you need a psychiatrist, and urgently. I look for my cell phone and then the recording so that everyone could listen to it. She is stunned while listening as well as the others, and when the recording ends she tries to defend herself by saying that it was a setup, but my driver supports me with the testimony since he was present when the doctor spoke. She supposedly offended by the humiliation she received left, but instead I expected her to act to save her own skin. You've gone crazy, accusing her of that. Don't you trust your wife? I ask Eros and he answers yes, then wait and see. Now, why did you let that woman get close to Isabel? If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I took a call and your friend said she would take care of her. Friend, sorry, but she swore to me that they were great friends now and I believed her. That's why I let her be with her. I don't blame you. With that face, I would fall for her charm and lies too if I didn't know what kind of a snake she is. That woman messed with my mom and she's going to pay for it. Please, tell me you won't do anything. Take it easy, I'm not going to do anything. In fact, they will do it for me. We just have to wait for her to make her next move. After I managed to calm down, Lucio asked me for a few minutes to talk to me. He observes me with a strange smile that scares me, so I tell him not to scare me with his strange behaviors. I'm sorry, it's just that it's amazing to see you are my daughter or not forms in me when he calls me daughter. I had a vasectomy to not have children, and it turns out I have one. Well, I wanted to talk to you about my parents. I mean your grandparents. I want you to come with me to see them. Grandparents. Of course I wouldn't go to see them. They are the ones who caused my mother to raise me alone and that I didn't have a father present, whom now of course I would like to call father, but I can't do it since I have even tried to see myself in the mirror and I felt like I had a ball in my throat preventing my tongue from moving when I said daddy. You still feel bad about rejecting your father? No, I actually feel like I'm going to have a stroke when I try to call him dad. It's weird because I thought he was a drunken bastard who left me and my mother abandoned by alcohol or a woman. It's something you have to leave to time. Forcing you to say it is like forcing sharks to give up their primitive instincts. Eros' comparisons are sometimes a bit strange. But he was right. I must not force myself to anything. It must be born from me to want to call him dad, although in reality I do feel guilty because I did not want to go with him to see his parents. It is that, Ash, I still do not see him as my father. I cannot say more than that. Besides, I do not forgive him for having spoken ill of my saintly mother. It's night time. Isabel had fallen asleep early. We were alone in the Eros library. I had to study for an exam before going to the exams, but with a hot husband it's impossible to concentrate if he doesn't stop harassing me. I love that he does it, but if I don't prepare myself, I'm going to fail. Hey, Come on, I laugh at the tickle he gives me when he kisses me on my neck. Eros, I whisper, I must study a little for the exam. He skillfully makes me stand in front of him. His smile is so seductive that my body melts in his arms. His excited voice makes me feel so hot that I start to feel my clothes getting in the way. His hands work magic on my body, making me tremble. My heart races when his hands slip under my dress as he slowly pulls it up as he caresses my legs and stops at my intimacy. If you want, I can give you lessons in another subject that you might find fascinating. Don't tell me, and what is it? Ads by Pub Future. How about less words and more action? Well said. He grabs my legs, lifting me up as he holds me. His lips kiss me with as much passion as if he had wanted it for a while. My back hits the wall. His hands firmly hold my ass. I let out a moan between his lips and the excitement grows. When he starts to nibble. Excuse me, Mrs. Bianca. Shit, I mutter in annoyance. Less timely they can't be. What's going on? The maid tells me there's a man outside who wanted to see me. Upon learning it was the agent, Eros gets angry and whispers to me that he wouldn't let me go because we were just getting started. I do not take long. Welcoming the agent was important, as I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a really important reason. I just hope it's good news. Agent. The expression on his face was starting to worry me. Mrs. Ainsworth, this afternoon we found a woman's body. I don't understand what that has to do with me. The woman has the same characteristics as the nanny who was taking care of your daughter. Wait, are you telling me that you found Mrs. Lupe dead? I laugh since it's impossible. No, there must be a mistake. We talked to her 2 days ago. The woman has been dead for 2 days. And the worst thing is not that, her face was totally disfigured. Ads by Pub Future. My hands cover my mouth, not believing what I was hearing. My heart couldn't even imagine Mrs. Lupe dead? Who could do something like that to her? She was a good woman, Eros. Excuse me, Mrs. Lupe was like a second mother to Eros and his siblings. She raised them from a very young age. I'm sorry to hear that. A couple of tears escaped from my eyes as this news was not what I expected, Mrs. Bianca. The agent helps me when I almost fall to the ground. He holds me and hugs me as I try to process this terrible news. I shouldn't have let her go. I was selfish and accepted her leaving just to not see her daughter in this house. How could someone do something so cruel? They disfigured her face. Why do that to someone who wasn't messing with anyone? The officer asks me if I'm okay, but I couldn't answer because the guilt was consuming me. What kind of person have I become? What does this mean? When Eros comes down, I realize he was hugging the agent. I move away from him to look for a way to tell him this news. He asks me the reason why I was hugging the agent, but I ignore that and ask him to listen to me. Don't evade my question, Bianca. Eros. Mrs. Lupe. Eros looks at me confused. The agent says that they found Mrs. Lupe dead, with her face disfigured. Eros' face is completely disfigured. He looks at me incredulous of what he was saying, but the agent answers him before I did and tells him that since they were close, he should go with him to recognize her corpse since she didn't have any documents. Eros was with a serious and somber expression. It was as if he was the same Eros from before. I didn't want to leave him alone, that's why I accompanied him to the morgue, but now I was doubting if it was right to come here. This place was very scary. It was very gloomy, like in the movie of the morgue. I hold on to Eros' arm as we stop in front of a mesa. According to the agent, it was here since no one has recognized it except him. The agent discovers her. I turn completely pale at the sight of Mrs. Lupe's corpse. I tried to take Eros' hand, but I let it go immediately when I felt that it was fisted. Mrs. Lupe. I felt really bad. I couldn't even sleep all night. Seeing the corpse of someone who was close to me, and in that way, was brutal for me. I couldn't stand it and I ended up vomiting. I had to leave and wait for Eros in the car. I keep regretting because my selfishness was what saved her to make that decision to leave our house, and the worst is that I didn't ask her to stay instead. I told her that it would be the best for everyone. That answer haunts me because if I had done the opposite, she would be alive right now. The funeral was at our house. We thought that many would come, and much less her daughter, since she did not even have the courage to go to the morgue after we reminded the agent that Claudia was her daughter. she hated her mother so much that she did not even show up to her funeral since as the hours went by, we only saw the employees and some friends that apparently were Mrs. Lupe's friends. The burial was quicker by decision of Eros and his brothers, although neither my husband nor his brother shed a single tear, but I could not say the same for Arya. She cried for Mrs. Lupe as if she was her real mother who was being buried. She was really fond of her, not like the disgrace she had for a daughter who did not even come to say goodbye to her or at least to throw the first flower. Are you all right? She didn't deserve this, she didn't deserve it. The agent said that the one who did it was someone who knew Mrs. Lupe. I murmur as I see Eros' sadness. You'll see that the one who did this will pay for it. It was a terrible afternoon that we lived. Eros' siblings stayed at our house and the three of them were in complete silence in the living room. Their mother, seeing the state of them, was saddened. Children, please, remove those faces that make the day blacker. Madam, doesn't this affect you? I said, annoyed. Of course it does. Lupe was my right hand for many years. She raised my children as I wished. That's why I contacted an old friend, so that her death would not remain unresolved. Poor Lupe, she must have suffered. Mom, said Eros in annoyance, will you be quiet for a moment, please? Ads by Pub Future. Okay, they want more morning, then I'll leave, but as for your dear, please, take my granddaughter to my house. I want to spend more time with her. She is a very bossy woman, but she is right. I have never taken Isabel to her house and she has hardly lived with her as her grandmother. 2 days passed and there was still no answer about the death of Mrs. Lupe or Melissa. Eros, meanwhile, I am glad that he has not changed because of what happened. Besides, he helped me with his lawyer so we could do something against the doctor who gave a false result of his health to my mother or Melissa. About Claudia, we did not have any news from her. She did not show up to recognize her mother, neither at the funeral and much less at her burial. She never went to see her and it makes my blood boil to see how unhappy she is. Not being present to see her mother was more than clear that she was happy for her death and that she got her wish when she said she was an orphan. I have kept in communication with the agent and he says no, the investigator guarding the doctor's house has no news about any unusual visits. I asked her if she had visited Claudia. Her answer was yes, but she said she had no interest in talking about a mother who is already dead. She really is a hateful woman. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I started a lawsuit process against the doctor for what he did to my mother and also against Melissa. A person's health is not a game and she went over the line when she bribed him. How long do you think it will take for everything to go before a judge? Not long. You'll see. You just have to be patient and wait. I know Melissa, if she had received the tender she would already be here complaining about it. I guess you're right about that. Ads by Pub Future. Why? When will we pick up where we left off at the library? Hey, I said with a chuckle, our daughter is here, so please, at least wait for her to go to sleep. Well, I guess I should wait a little longer, but I don't know how much I can resist. I tilted a smile because he can really get me excited just by saying that, but there was something that made me uneasy and it was what Claudia said. I'm afraid to hear from his mouth that it was true and that if he slept with her, that's why I didn't ask him anything about it. I have no idea if he had recovered his memory. I was afraid to ask that question, but I think it's better to get out of any doubt. Eros, there's something that makes me uneasy. What's bothering you now? It's about what happened to you. We heard the doorbell ring. We thought it was my mother since she had called me to tell me that after she got out of her chemotherapy, she would come straight to my house to talk about moving here with us. I talked it over with Eros and he said it wouldn't be bad since he could be calmer knowing that our daughter is with her maternal grandmother. Who is Stacy? Bianca, there's some gentlemen who want to talk to you. With me? It's strange since I don't know anyone and Stacy looked pale. Are you all right? I get up from my place to see who had arrived. Eros takes Isabel in his arms and accompanies me to the hall. Some white-haired gentlemen were standing there watching our house and needless to say that their comments are a little flattering. When they turn around, they look at us with a smile. Are you Bianca? She takes me by surprise when she hugs me. Aren't you happy to meet your grandmother? What? The sight of these gentlemen puzzles me. What the hell are they doing here? Eros is kind to them, but I told them that I had no grandparents and their reaction was confused. The man says that his son already explained everything that was happening. Of course, I cross my arms, I don't know why, but something tells me they are lying. Someone else came to visit. When I saw the agent, I told the cook to take care of it because she had another matter to attend to. Meanwhile, I called my mom to ask her if Mr. Lucio was with her. Mom. I raise my finger when she answers me, I need. I ask the question to my mother and she says she just went to the house to pick her up because she couldn't handle her things, and I am glad because she had made the decision to live with us. Besides, it will be good for her because she will be with her granddaughter. Avoiding to extend the conversation, I ask her to pass her cell phone to her companion. Bianca. Listen, I don't know what you have told your parents, but they are here now and they call me their granddaughter. He says he hasn't even mentioned the subject to them, which made me smile because he was right. Don't delay. IEROSI. That agent's visits are starting to annoy me. Now he keeps visiting us in a row and always every conversation is with my wife. I had never felt jealous of any woman before or was annoyed that a man was near her, not even my brother, and maybe it's because I trust him. But that agent Connors, he doesn't transmit a bit of trust. I can feel it, the way he is attentive to her. I trust my wife Bianca, but never a man who in his look shows that he wants to take my girl away from me. From above I can observe him. He smiles and tries to be charismatic and friendly with her. The way he looks at her is as if he wants to kiss her. Daddy is angry, daughter. A man wants to steal mommy from me, but it's not going to happen. Ads by Pub Future. I call Stacy, she shows up right away. I hand her my daughter to entertain her for a moment. As I go downstairs and approach them, I took my wife by the waist and kissed her lips in front of him. I could see he didn't like what I did again this way, agent. If I didn't trust my wife, I'd think they were having an affair behind my back. Eros. Bianca mumbles annoyed, don't say stupid things. Or is it that you still don't trust my love for you? Of course not. I was just playing. I have to go. What's the hurry, officer? Why don't you stay for lunch? It would be a token of appreciation for what you've done for my family. My husband is right, said Bianca smiling, stay. I waited for him to answer, and when he said yes, looking at her, I confirmed my suspicions about him. My eyes were on that agent. He knows how not to raise suspicions about how he feels about her, but he doesn't do it so well since he can't fool me. I can't believe it. They don't want to leave, not even because I was straight with them when I told them I didn't want them in my house. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Bianca, the Blood family is known for being arrogant, for looking down on others. And what does that have to do with what I just told you? Ads by Pub Future. They are fascinated because you are proving to be what their family represents. As opposed to making them feel bad, they are happy and excited. What? He said as he looked at them and noticed that they were not taking their eyes off him. What kind of abnormal family is that? I definitely won't let my daughter near them. Ah, Mom, they're finally here. Seeing her turning on her heels behind us, I turned around and saw that Lucio was holding a not very big suitcase, so I deduced that it belonged to my wife's mother. Of course, the lady looks a little upset by the presence of the elders who, upon seeing her, made a derogatory gesture when they saw her. Lucio gives the suitcase to one of the employees. Going to his parents, I can see that he was upset, and so were they because of something he said to her. The only thing we could hear is when the lady shouted, "We are not leaving here. I definitely should not be here. I'm sorry, but I have to go." Please, agent, don't feel uncomfortable, said Bianca. This is not a family reunion. It's something complicated, but don't go. You're not going to refuse our invitation, are you? I would be angry and I would think you still distrust me. Of course not, Mom. Let's leave the formalities. Call me Bianca. That caught my attention as she is giving too much privileges to this man who I can tell doesn't see her as he should. As my wife, sometimes I think I shouldn't be so flexible with her. The agent smiles and agrees to stay, but only for the meal. After that he would leave. I know that Bianca does not do it with bad intentions, but unlike her, he confuses her friendship and kindness. Mrs. Maria takes Bianca to accompany her to her new room. I stay alone with the agent while we watch our faces and then listen to Lucia's discussion with his elderly parents. As I turn around, I realize that the agent was pretending to have his attention on his cell phone so he could observe Bianca from the window. She is very beautiful, isn't she? He is surprised when I speak. A beautiful lady, Mr. Eros. You are lucky, I must say. Of course I am, I said arrogant. A beautiful daughter, the perfect wife. My beautiful lady who, wherever she goes, steals the glances of all the men. Doesn't it bother you that others look at you that way? Of course not, they can all see her or desire her, but that's all they can do since she's mine. Eros's behavior was not normal, but I didn't take importance to it since my mind was thinking about the problems that my father's parents are causing me, those gentlemen who don't want to live here in any way, and it's a nuisance because I will never forgive them. They stained my mother's name with lies just because they wanted to keep my father in absolute control. Stop being mortified by them. I just don't understand how they could do that to you, Mom. They manipulated everything so that you. Daughter, it is a thing of the past. The only thing that matters is the present and that you always believe in me. Of course I would always believe in her. She is my mother and doubting her is like my husband distrusting me. She hugs me with a smile. I adjust her cap and then kiss her forehead. She says that her hair has started to fall so I should wear it. Everything okay with Lucio? Yes, I thought he had changed. But after we talked about us and what happened, well, we realized that it doesn't matter anymore, but the fact that we can take advantage of this opportunity. He didn't change. No, seeing my mother happy despite what she is going through makes me feel very happy. Don't worry about me anymore and enjoy yourself, just like your mother does. I hug her again because she makes me relax when I feel overwhelmed by the situation. An employee tells me that the table is already available for all of us to go to the mezzo, so I take my mother by the arm and she takes Isabel to go downstairs and enjoy as a family, although I don't know if it will be possible because of Lucia's parents. Arya Eros' siblings came with their parents. Welcome. You look radiant, my dear. Eros' father is always as kind, but look at what a beautiful baby. Grandpa brought you something very nice. He takes Isabel with emotion. Hey, don't be abusive, she's my granddaughter too. Adds by Pub Future. Mrs. Carla went behind him to catch up with him and see her granddaughter. Arya greets me with a kiss on the cheek as well as Apollo. I congratulate her since her pregnancy is going much better and she looks radiant as always. When Apollo saw Eros in the distance, he left us behind. My sister-in-law and I shared tips to help each other about motherhood. When he saw Lucio, he realized who were the gentlemen with him. Any important news? No. And if there was, you know you would be the first to know. I didn't want to comment anything on that subject and I hoped that the Bloods wouldn't do it too, but I think that will be impossible. I can tell that they are up to something and it's not good at all. Eros told everyone to take a seat. The agent was about to sit next to me when Eros told him that his sister Arya would sit next to me but that the next chair was free. I give Eros a reprimanding look for how rude he was being, but he leaves me speechless when he ignores me. At least lunch was silent, thank heavens. No one said a word other than to say that the food was delicious. But son, why didn't you tell us you had extra guests? Is there some business you are closing? Dad, no, Mr. Ainsworth, business now belongs to our only son Lucius. Our visit is, Lucius, could you pass me the salt shaker please? Lucius, could you pass me the salt shaker please? Of course. The old lady looked annoyed because my mother interrupted her. As always, the poor people never know any manners. Ads by Pub Future. Excuse me, did you say something? Mom said annoyed. Mom, if you have something to tell me, I am here. Don't play deaf, you heard right. The arrogance of the lady was making me angry. Now you understand why it was better that you were never with a woman of that kind. They don't deserve anything, they are just vipers who only want their own well-being. Enough, Mom. Lucio tries to shut her up but she doesn't do it. I am not using your daughter to marry the eldest son of the Ainsworth family. Listen to me well, if you allow us to educate your daughter as she should. That's enough. I could no longer listen to her speak in such a demeaning way, and on top of that she calls me my prostitute. Everyone was startled by my shout. Who the hell does she think she is to come and offend me and my father in my own house? Everyone was silent when they saw how pissed off I was. The only thing she had to do was to shut her mouth. All she does is speak garbage. Are you going to let your daughter talk to me like that? Wait, are you Lucia's daughter? Said Ero's mother in confusion, but wasn't it that he didn't have any children? It's a long story, said Lucius. Bianca, please calm down. No, I'm not going to calm down. Maybe they kept you in line, Dad, but they won't do it with me. Nobody gives me orders. Listen to me, lady. I know very well what he did and I will never forgive him for that. Denigrating my mother as if she was a slut. I will never tolerate that. She, without his help or his sons or his parents, she raised me. She worked tirelessly so that I would never lack my food or my clothes. She stayed up late with sewing jobs until the wee hours of the morning year after year so that I would never lack anything. She is a much more worthy woman than you. That is why I will not let anyone talk about her in that way. Now, either you apologize to her, or you leave my house. Everyone laid their eyes on the woman who looked upset, but she knew that her pride would not let her apologize to her. Maria, I want you to know that I never agreed with my wife's crazy idea. Mario, said the old woman. What? He said in an annoyed tone. Didn't I tell you that later you would regret what you did? Because of your absurd decision, you made our son have a vasectomy. It is a fortune that the woman survived with a baby of our blood, alone. You should be grateful to her, but no, the only thing you do is to make everything worse. That's not true, don't tell lies. And what is this man doing here? She points out, is he your granddaughter lover? Everyone's mouth drops when he says such stupidity, so desperate was he to make everyone forget how vile he is that he accuses me of infidelity. After the accusation that my supposed grandmother made me of having a lover, Lucio ordered her to leave and she did it immediately. It was so uncomfortable everything that I did not even leave the room. I could not say goodbye to anyone and I did not want to talk to my mother who insisted me to open the door, but I wanted to do. I wanted to be alone and clear my mind. I do not know what happened next. I only know everyone left almost immediately from the house. I was just being nice to the agent, that was all, but that woman. I had to come out with that. I can't believe I'm descended from her. It's a bummer to think I share blood with her. Bianca, Eros hugs me from behind. Come on, you're not affected by what that woman said, it doesn't matter. Eros, she called me a bitch and on top of that she kept offending my mom. Ouch. I swear I wanted to put her in her place with a few blows, if it wasn't for the fact that she's a woman of adult age, and as icing on the cake she says that the agent is my lover. Can you believe it? Tell me, are you anything to what he said? Eros looked calm, he didn't seem upset compared to me. Listen, she doesn't know you, that's why she spoke without thinking. Her husband said he wasn't surprised by her behavior, but he said that if she did. She said that it was because of the way you treated the agent. What? I said, annoyed, but all I did was be nice. I know you were, but the agent doesn't really see it that way. Ads by Pub Future. What do you mean? You really didn't notice? She stares at me without saying anything. I sigh because I really thought I had stopped being naive. Agent Connor is in love with you. It's so obvious that we've all realized that by now. That's silly, he doesn't feel that way about me, he's just my friend. Well, he doesn't think so. Tell me, has he done anything for you other than Lupe's death or the accident with me? She thinks about it and when I see her expression change I can see that he has he has an interest other than being your friend. I really think it's best if he stays away from our family, let someone else handle the case. I think, you're right. He runs his hands over his face, then through his hair. I didn't see it coming. I'm sure you think I'm naive, right? I shake my head, lying to him. Don't fool me, I know you well. It's just, I didn't think anyone else would notice me, besides you of course. Bianca, you are as beautiful or much more than my exes, never doubt that. I kiss her chastely, but I feel something vibrating in his pants bag. When I see the name Connor I roll my eyes as always being inopportune. I take the cell phone from him and take the call. What do you want now, agent? I pay attention to what he was saying. Well, we'll be right there. I told Bianca to take her things and come with me. She was confused and asked me where we were going. I asked my mother-in-law to take care of Isabel before we left. Bianca kept asking what was going on. It's about Melissa. Ads by Pub Future. Ash. And why would I care about what happened to that woman? She's dead. She looks at me puzzled. The agent told me that her tongue had been cut out and her throat slit. They also found your mother's doctor dead. He said they had already told her parents. When we arrived at the morgue, I met Melissa's mother. When she saw me, she ran to hug me. I was about to enter, but I realized that Bianca was still in the car. When I saw her, she told me that she would not enter again. She did not want to see another corpse. I think the reason was because she saw Mrs. Lupe. I told her I wouldn't be late, so I went in, but not to see Melissa's body. Her mother, when she saw her, she burst into tears. The agent talks to her but doesn't seem to hear her, so she left the room and explained to me what had happened. She not only had her tongue cut out, they also burned her fingers and pulled out her teeth, making her feel sad. Nobody deserves to die in that horrible way. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you, and do you know who did this? You won't believe me, but we were investigating the case and everything leads us to only one person, Miss Claudia. I laugh at what he says. It's stupid. Claudia wouldn't even kill a fly. She can be whatever she wants, but she wouldn't be able to do something like that. Not that I defend her, but I am just saying that she wouldn't do something like this, Mr. Eros. I understand that you defend her, but nobody is who she appears to be in front of us. I tell you this because when she showed up with me a week ago in my office, she looked like any other woman, beautiful and seductive. But when we went to look for her at her apartment, she was not there. She left the country. But how? We heard a noise outside. When I thought of Bianca, I immediately ran out. Bianca. Some men put her in a van and then accelerate. The agent runs towards the street and aims but does not shoot. He takes his radio and gives a report about the van. Pissed off, I grab him by his shirt asking him why he did not shoot, to which he answers that if he did, someone could get hurt, especially my wife. I shove my hands and get into my car. Suddenly the agent gets into my car and without asking I accelerate as fast as my car is to catch up with the vehicle. As I catch up with them, the agent informs about the direction. Suddenly the car seemed to lose control. What the hell? Ibiansai. What the hell is going on in the back? Shit, stop her. I wasn't going to let them have the job easily, but they are two against me. I don't know how much more I can cause these problems. But I didn't last long as I was hit in the back of the head, which left me dazed until I fell asleep. By the time I woke up, I was already locked God knows where in the middle of the darkness. I wanted to move, but I couldn't because my hands were tied behind my back and I was hurting from the back of the chair. I sighed deeply because this was not what I wanted. If I knew this would have happened, I would have accompanied Eros to see this dead woman. But if Our Lady already woke up, for a moment I felt blinded by the light. A dark-haired man with a shaved head comes closer to me. I feel nervous when I see him approaching me. Be calm, I'm not going to hurt you, it's nothing personal. Everyone says the same thing. But whoever paid you doesn't think the same as you. Of course not, I just do what I'm told. I'm paid for a reason. Ads by Pub Future. He moves far enough away so that I don't hear him. Suddenly a group of men enter what seems to be a warehouse. When they see me, they begin to insinuate obscene things about my body and how much fun they would have with me. What do you say, friends? We could take turns. Take turns for what? The guy from before touches the shoulder of one of them. The girl, she's untouchable. Hey brother, but if that woman clearly said to kill her, we could at least have some fun before she does it. The guy grabs him by his old jacket. That's their problem, not ours, so you better stay out of trouble, because if you don't, well, you don't need me to tell you, or do you? The annoyed guy walks away with his group and they obey his order to watch the surroundings. I try to make the rope loosen from my wrists, but it was impossible to do it if I didn't take my eyes off that guy. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. You know at least who I am. I try to talk to him but he ignores me. You know the trouble you and your family are going to be in when they find me dead or alive. He came threateningly against me, breathing heavily, warning me that if I mentioned his family again, he would teach me a lesson I would never forget. Ads by Pub Future. When my family finds out who caused this, they're going to marry them off like dogs. All of them, including your family. He raises his hand to hit me. Do it and you will see the consequences of this. Tell me who hired you, Claudia. Melissa. When she frowns it was like an affirmative answer. I knew that bitch wasn't dead. Although I must congratulate her for managing to convince everyone with her supposed death. Anyway, I feel sorry for your sins. Obviously they will get out of this, more Melissa, since she is also from a wealthy family, but you and Claudia won't have the same luck when the Ainsworths find out about this. Did you say Ainsworth? Will you tell me you didn't know? Not to mention that my father Lucio Blood must already be calling his contacts to find me. They said you were a prostitute. I mock in his face because he was so stupid to believe that. Give me a proof of what you say. What the fuck? I give him my name and he calls one of his dogs. It starts searching the web for my name. Their faces had a pale expression, until one of them said they were dead. Hey, we steal and kidnap, but not high caliber people. Shit boss, this is a powerful family. They will look for us by sea and land if something happens to you. They realize I'm listening to them, so they move away from me enough so I don't hear their conversation. Meanwhile I can continue with my escape attempt. Finding themselves distracted by the matter. Yes, I had managed to free myself, but I had to pretend again that I was tied up when a car comes in, followed by another and another. Shit, how many cars are there? When they get out of the car I could only think of the thousands of ways I could kill them both, but first enjoy how they suffer before I do it. Both of them enjoy when they see me tied up. They smile as if it was the best gift they have ever been given. Finally we can get rid of her, Claudia said, excited, but when she saw behind her back she told Melissa if it was necessary for her dogs to come all the way here. This is not supposed to be known by anyone and you are dead, in theory. Melissa rolls her eyes and orders them to leave. It doesn't take long when only two of them stay outside while the rest of them leave. They enjoy the view they have of me, until the boss who brought me here comes up to them and tells them they need to talk about me. They follow her into another room, making sure there is no one watching me. I free my feet and follow them to where they were. There was a window where I could see them clearly. He was upset because they didn't mention anything about who I was and the consequences for them kidnapping me. They take it lightly but change their minds when the boss calls his dogs and they surround them and see them as if they were a banquet. They begin to realize that their situation is not favorable for them. They offer them more money, but their boss tells them that they want enough for them to leave the country and go to where no one could find them. I hear Melissa say she's going to talk to me, so I had to go back to my post and pretend some more and then run away. She looks at me and mocks me. So you make up to be the daughter of such a powerful man just to get away with it. You're pathetic, pathetic me. Look who's talking, the same one who sent me to kidnap me to get rid of a Blood. Oh please, she scoffs. Everyone knows Spike doesn't have a family, let alone a daughter. Well, let me tell you the news that my mother in her youth was so irresistible that he fell in love at her feet, but due to family circumstances he left the country, of course without knowing that my mother was pregnant by him, and well, here I am, the only daughter of Lucius Blood. As I know you are not lying. Well, if you want to call my father and ask him, wait, you are supposed to be dead. What an irony of life, isn't it? Now I'm even more powerful because I come from a family that your family licks the ground from where mine treads. Oops, too bad for you. I am stunned for a moment when I feel a strong glow on my face. I keep my smile when as I see the anger in his eyes. He takes off and comes back to them. I get up from my place to listen to what he would tell them. They make a call and don't wait long to say that he was right, that even Lucio was looking for his daughter. Ads by Pub Future. Somehow they persuaded them and made the others leave, and only two were left with them while I look for an escape to get out of here. When I was about to leave I hear some moaning. When I turn around I am paralyzed when both of them are fucking with those Soquitties. Disgusted by how low they have fallen I get out of there quickly, avoiding that they saw me leave. When I saw a car I smiled because I could escape. Hey you, I curse when I see that someone has seen me. The bitch is running away. Melissa. Playing dead is something I am not proud of, but later I'd fix that problem. Now all I care about is getting rid of that hateful and impertinent woman who keeps rubbing my face in my face that she has everything that belongs to me. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. A family with heroes, it's all I've wanted all my life. I prepared myself to be him and captivate him when he saw me. When I achieved the latter, I thought the rest would be bread and butter, but I had no fucking idea that it wouldn't be as easy as I wished, or that someone else would come and take what's mine. With the baby there would be no problem. After I get rid of her mother, I will raise her my way. It will be as if Bianca never existed. Eros will look for comfort and a substitute mother for his daughter, and of course I will be there to be it, and then I will make sure to give Eros another child. Adds by Pub Future. For now I have to be forced to get the help of this crazy woman who is capable of anything. According to our agreement, she would keep Eros since I made her believe that I am only interested in getting revenge on her. At first she didn't believe, but after I told her that I don't want the crumbs of a dysfunctional marriage, she easily fell for my lies. The only thing I regret is that by now, my mother must know, and surely she must be devastated by the news. From my father I can't expect much, but from her I expect everything. I even worry that she will fall into depression. I never thought I would go so far for someone, but I can't imagine my life next to another man other than Eros. I can't, and that's why I will do anything to get him back. My plans so far have not gone as I expected. The fake marriage, the rape of a tramp, the blackmail of the stupid doctor that did not serve me at all. That's why I was cornered into accepting the help of this woman. But when it's all over I will take care of her, get her out of my way after doing the dirty work for me, kill two birds with one stone. It will be as simple as that. I just have to continue until I kill her so that my plans go as planned. What are you thinking about so much? I look at Claudia out of the corner of my eye. You don't seem happy that things have worked out. I'll be happy when I see her corpse thrown into the sea so no one will ever find her again. That's when I'll be happy. Do you hate her that much? She took away what I wanted so much, to be the one to bear Eros' children. I guess we agree on something. Even I couldn't manage to get pregnant with him that night. I don't understand how he did it. I did it more than once and I still couldn't get him pregnant. She thinks I don't realize what she's doing. She just says it to annoy me, to fuck with the quiet moment I have to get my claws out. But she's a poor stupid girl who can't even understand that, even if she seems to be on our level, she will never be. We know how to control our emotions, and attacking first is something you don't do, of course, if you want to live. When I arrived and saw her tied up like a dog, my emotion grew so much that I could not hide it. She looks at me with surprise and then tilts a smile. Surely she already knows about my supposed death, so she is not surprised to see me alive. Finally we can get rid of her. Claudia realizes that there were more people watching over me than what she had said. She rolls her eyes and looks at me annoyed. No one is supposed to know about this, and you are dead, in theory. I stare at her and still distrustful. I order everyone to leave but to stay close by in case something goes wrong. Trusting this woman is like testing the chances of survival if I throw myself off a cliff. The guy we had hired looked annoyed and tells us to accompany him. We follow him behind until we are alone with him. Claudia elbows me to give him some of the money, but he says no because now things will be different. What? Said Claudia, annoyed. Well, that wasn't what we agreed on the phone call. Yes, but neither was kidnapping the wife of one of the richest and most powerful men in the world. Things are not as you think. I tried to persuade him she is a poor stupid woman who is only using him for his money. Don't want to see my stupid face. I know very well that she is the daughter of the renowned Lucio Blood. What? We both said at the same time. I know very well the consequences of messing with any member of that family. He was out of his mind, a damn thief. He stole that guy's mother. Days later he was found dismembered and his fingers were never found. He opened his eyes for us to understand we kidnapped his daughter, so the terms are going to change. Hey, I said laughing, that girl is not that man's daughter. She is a random woman who only tells lies to get her way. Surely she wanted you to release her. He assures that he was not lying, so I had to go personally to make sure that what he was saying was just bullshit to get away with it. So you make up being the daughter of such a powerful man just to get your way. You're pathetic. Pathetic me. Look who's talking, the same one who sent me to kidnap me to get rid of a blood. Oh please, she scoffs. Everyone knows Spike doesn't have a family, let alone a daughter. Ads by Pub Future. Well, let me tell you the news that my mother in her youth was so irresistible that he fell in love at her feet, but due to family circumstances he left the country, of course without knowing that my mother was pregnant by him, and well, here I am, the only daughter of Lucius Blood. As I know you are not lying. Well, if you want to call my father and ask him, Wait, you are supposed to be dead? What an irony of life, isn't it? Now I'm even more powerful because I come from a family that your family licks the ground where mine treads. Oops, too bad for you. I hit her rapidly. Because now she gives herself airs of powerful because she is a blood. I hate her so much, she is more arrogant than before. She is a damn snake that attacks me when she has the opportunity. The subject makes it clear that she wants more money and enough to leave the country and disappear for the rest of their lives. Somehow we managed to convince them that it was less, but in return they wanted something else, and of course their insinuation was obvious. You like it, don't you? The brunette grabs me by the neck as he penetrates me. Shit, how good it feels to fuck you. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I'm not proud of this, but, damn, it feels so fucking good I can't help but get turned on. It's been a long time since I've had sex with anyone. My so-called boyfriend wasn't even useful for that, but this guy possesses a beast that made me shed a tear because of how big he is. I love it and I was at my best. The excitement burns me as I listen to how Claudia screams for more. She's more slutty than me. IEROSI. Damn it. We couldn't keep track of him when a truck crossed in front of us. The agent tells me that the only distant location where no one could go without authorization is the dock. The containers are unloaded and loaded in the morning hours, but he was passing guarded by some men. We heard some noises coming from the guards. I did not wait long to sneak in stealthily. Finding her was my priority. Lucio said that they would follow my trail in case we found her. Ads by Pub Future. Find her. Those screams let me know she was here and that she had escaped. We separated hoping to find her before they did, but everything was silent, and then what I feared was heard. They had captured her. Don't do it. The agent warns me when he finds me, Mr. Eros. I don't care who I face, it's my wife and the mother of my child who is in danger. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. And that one, Eros. It's been a long time since I had a hand-to-hand combat, but I don't care. The agent appears and helps me, even knowing that this is losing my life since there are too many of them. But with his gun it was enough to open my way and be with her. Hugging her, I promised her that I would not leave her alone again. Eros, she's alive. Melissa and Claudia planned it all. What? I don't care who they are, but I won't leave witnesses to this. No. Melissa comes out of hiding. No one is going to hurt him. When I hear Melissa's voice I thought it was a figment of my imagination, but my wife was telling the truth. She's alive. All of this, it's because she. I never thought she would go this far for this, Eros. Don't even say anything, I said angrily. I can't even think that I ever felt anything for you. No, I swear to you, I swear. Suddenly I heard a detonation. When I saw Bianca about to fall into the water I tried to hold her, but she fell into the water. My world fell apart when I didn't see her anymore. When I looked for the person responsible I only saw Claudia with a gun pointing at me. A lot of blah 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 blah. Hello Lau, did you miss me? You are a fucking me. Well, I am. Your mother must be rolling in her grave for the kind of daughter she had. You're right. You're right. That's why I had to get rid of her. I blanched, not believing what she had said. Honey, don't be surprised. It was a nuisance and a shame for her to look for me and tell everyone that I was her daughter. Did you kill your mother? Said Melissa, paralyzed. You're crazy. No. Crazy is being obsessed by a man who doesn't give a shit about us. A man who doesn't care about us at all. And that, dear, is you and me. Crazy for a man who preferred a stupid girl he met in a short time and who doesn't even know much about him. But you know what? I realized something, and that's why there will be a change of plans. What are you doing? Ads by Pub Future. Claudia points the gun at me, cocks a smile. Angrily she yells at her cronies to get out. I don't know with what idea she does it, because she won't get away with it. Melissa, I know very well that you were planning to kill me after I took care of that bitch. That's why there will be changes in our plan. It won't be that bitch's because she's dead, but it won't be yours or mine either. I'm sorry Lau, but I'd rather have you dead than let someone else have you. No. Melissa manages to deflect the shot. I try to get to her, but a guy attacks me by surprise, making it impossible to get to them. I had no choice but to throw him into the water to go for Claudia, but when I was going towards her there was another detonation. Looking under my body I can see that there is nothing, but looking towards them I saw that Melissa had received the shot for me. Pissed I ran towards her to stop her, but another detonation made me stop in my tracks until I fell sitting down. I thought it had been her, but seeing the blood coming out of her I get up immediately. She falls to the ground dead while I watch Bianca with the gun in her hands. Tip it right next time, bitch. After what happened, Melissa was able to save him from dying, but after recovering she should go to trial for what she had done. Claudia instead died from the shot in the heart that Bianca gave her. She for her part decided to give Lucia's parents a chance. According to her, what happened made her realize that life is short to live with grudges. She started calling Lucio daddy and he cried and hugged her saying he was afraid of losing her. We returned home after the statements. Days passed and she changed a lot. She was not the same fearful and insecure girl. Everything okay. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Well, it will be my first day tomorrow at the university. She stood out as the best in the tests. Everyone, especially me, was proud that my wife was the best in everything. But it's just the beginning since it's 4 years of study for her to graduate. I just hope that after finishing everything, there would be no more problems to keep us apart. Ads by Pub Future. We never heard from the agent again after he was awarded for his good work. For me it was better because seeing him hanging around my house was a nuisance. Although I must say that, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to get to Bianca that night. 14 years later. Congratulations to this year's graduates of the criminology major. We were all present as we watched Bianca so happy for her achievement of graduating from college. She runs and hugs her parents. Her mother was now married to Lucio and of course she was able to beat cancer. Her grandparents died 2 years ago due to old age and left everything to her, but she preferred to leave it to her father because she didn't want more charges because she wanted to spend more time with us and finally enjoy our honeymoon that she still doesn't know it is her gift for her effort. My loves. She kisses me with much emotion and then a 4-year-old daughter. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you, ready for a new beginning. New beginning. I show her our tickets. No way. She pounces on me without stopping kissing me. I had long seen her searching the internet for this place, a hotel that had all the amenities for the family, so I thought I would take her there after she graduated. My sister had her son, but she separated from her husband shortly after because she found out that he was being unfaithful, but that was not the surprise. The surprise was for everyone that she was dating the agent. No one could believe that would happen, but according to them, they met by accident when she almost ran him over with the car. My father died a year ago. He had a brain tumor and it was detected too late. My mother mourned him even though they were not together. My brother started his own company and is now engaged to a Latina he met through one of his college buddies. You are the best thing that ever happened to me, Eros. I will never regret meeting you. We both watched our daughter who kept playing with our hands. Everything was like a flash. I don't know how or when, but loving her was the best thing that happened to me because she gave me more than what I expected from her, and I was glad to have signed that contract with you.